Hi, A2H community. I'm checking in for the final entry of my Protect Your Peace video diary series. So, for months in that series, you watched me navigate the vicious nature of a workplace that was eroding my well being. I was transparent about the toll of the psychological warfare and the reality of my institutional exhaustion. But today, the struggle is in my rear view. I reached a point where my peace was no longer up for negotiation. As a day one leader, I realized that wellness would be my ultimate defense. I chose to lock in my armor and walk toward my mission. I've talked to you about what it looks like when an organization tries to make a leader invisible. So, no, it's not always some loud, explosive, dramatic circumstances. For me, it was a systematic dismantling. Since last summer, I watched my role as an equity and inclusion manager be stripped of any substance. Responsibilities were reassigned without explanation, and staff were moved without any consultation. I became a manager with no one to manage and a strategist with no strategy allowed to move forward. They tried to turn a high performance leader into a placeholder. But as you know, at A2H, we do not do placeholder energy. So the noise and drama will tell you that you don't have to fight. But I fought. I fought hard and I advocated for the mission I was hired to lead. I sent the emails, I requested the meetings, and I pushed for a data informed equity strategy. In response, I was met with silence and manipulation. I realized I could no longer practice inclusive excellence in a space that was intentionally dismantling it. You cannot lead from the heart when the institution itself is busy protecting power at the expense of its people. So I made the choice for me and submitted my resignation, as you know. Now I'm introducing a term to this community that I think everyone needs to know. It's constructive discharge. This is when an environment becomes so untenable and so harmful that a reasonable person has no choice but to leave. It was the professional acknowledgement for me that I didn't just quit a job, I strategically relocated my excellence away from a battlefield designed for me to lose. But thankfully, now that chapter is closed. Now, in A2H, we're going a little bit deeper. I'm taking a brief hiatus from our Live in 5 video sessions to focus on what's next. I'm dedicating this time to my writing and to some research and the official launch of new A2H courses and webinars. We are building the tools you need to calibrate your own internal compass. So the Live in 5 sessions, they will return on May 13th. And I'm bringing an all new energy with me. And don't forget, we're bringing back the scholarly swag to the stage for the Hip Hop is Higher Ed Symposium in Raleigh this September. Stay engaged with me here because we are moving from surviving to relocating our excellence. Remember that you are the human algorithm, so don't let the noise of all the chaos rewrite your code. Always protect your peace and remember, always aspire to higher. I wish you well.